Welcome back to Minecraft Feed the Beast. So, who remembers my cow farm? I believe it's actually one of my most popular videos. And it is getting an overhaul, as you might be able to guess by the fact that I've torn part of it apart. Gonna be rebuilding it at the new base, hopefully in a much smarter way. And I believe we've got most of the machines out. Still need to grab this composter. And I'll just leave that stuff in there for now. And this has actually generated a lot more mob essence since I last transferred the liquid over. So we'll need to move that. Still trying to figure out exactly how I want to do all this. I think I will go ahead and take all the special pipes. Let's see, you are also a supplier pipe. I'll go ahead and grab this stuff. And I'll grab this for the pipe wire, maybe. I don't know, I don't really need it right now. And I will take the aqueous accumulator. And these fluid ducts. And the water tanks would be nice. Well, actually, no. Wait, I'm going to be doing that a different way, so I won't really need any of this stuff. But I'm sure I'll need an aqueous accumulator again soon. Soonish. So let's go ahead and take part of this stuff. Don't need all of it right now. This power junction I'll take. And let's see, these are provider pipes, these are basic pipes. Might want to rework that system a bit. Here's something else I don't know if I've ever pointed out. This was the side of the cow farm where the adults were, and the ones that were breeding. And this is the side where the babies were moved over, and when they grew up, they were killed. And yet somehow mob essence gets over here. And it was actually in the sewer blocks, and I think that's why none of them want to stack as well. Might have been better if I'd mined those with my pick. I think that causes them to lose their NBT. Let me check. So if I do that... Yeah, these things have mob essence in them. What if I mine them with a pick? Okay, they lose their NBT. Which would actually be nice because I don't want to have to move all these individually. Alright, so I am going to finish cleaning up here. I'm not going to tear the whole thing down yet. And I will probably not record the whole thing. I'm gonna get the basics set up first since I've already done this before, and then I'll show what's different. Still working on getting things set up, but I thought I would show what I've done so far. So if we take a right here at the storage room, that takes us to this junction, and over here is where I'm going to be putting the cow farm. Pretty much the same layout as before, except I've only got the sewers in the center here. I may expand that later, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how much I need those. Haven't got it hooked up to any power or anything yet, still working on that. And that was a kind of a pointlessly short update clip. I'll be back when I've done something more significant, hopefully. I've got to admit, this looks pretty crazy from this angle. I've never seen it from down here before. Or not from that angle, exactly. I believe I've got most of the setup done here. This is the wheat farm. It's not going to be getting any range upgrades, so it won't really be necessary with composters helping it out. This is where we're going to store all of the items. And right now I've got 3 composters and room for more. Let's see, this is the output from the grinder. And let's go ahead and put this logistics pipe power junction. Where should we put it? Maybe here? I am going to keep this as a separate system for now. It just seems like the best way to handle it. So let me think here. Maybe something like that. Okay. And we still don't have any power over here. Do I have a Tesseract anywhere? I might have one that I can steal. Yeah, I don't need this one here right now. I need to make some more Tesseracts pretty soon. So let's go ahead and figure this, put it on the Skybase channel. And for now, let's just have it receiving energy. And let's put it here. Okay, so everybody is powered up, everybody's happy. Okay, I should have taken some of all the different items with me. Let's fly back and grab some. Alright, so doesn't really matter where it goes. I'll put compost here, then seeds, wheat, beef, leather. And I've got polymorphic item sinks and provider modules above each of these barrels. Oh, it already requested some seeds up here. So we know that's working at least. Okay, so the harvester is what harvests the wheat and outputs the items. And how do we want to hook up the composters to the item system? Do I have any more of the gold pipes? I do. Well, well, we know they like to output those pipes at least. And that's connecting to the Tesseract, but it shouldn't hurt. Let's go ahead and put a logistics pipe there. Okay, so we are getting compost in there. And the fertilizer is here, and I've got a supplier pipe, which currently is not set up. We'll just tell it to keep it stocked with lots and lots of compost. Oh, and it's doing its job. Wow. Okay, and the harvester is producing sludge, and we've never bothered to do anything about that yet. And I will cover up this stuff in a little bit. Okay, so I believe I have another supplier pipe here. This needs to go onto the breeder, and... I guess I'll put it on the side. I also want something else on the breeder here. I want it to be able to... I want to be able to send a redstone signal to it to turn it off, which I believe turns it off. I should probably check. Yes, that does indeed turn it off. Okay, so that's a supplier pipe. We want it to have wheat at all times. So let's grab some wheat. Tell it to keep as much wheat in stock as it can. And now we need to hook it up. Okay, that's just a visual thing, but let's go ahead and change it. Okay, let's put a pipe here. Getting a bit messy again, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Okay, so that pipe I think is getting power. Yep. Okay, so this isn't looking too bad so far. It's not quite as messy as the old one was. So the breeder is running, and it looks like I may have the chronotyper backwards, which is actually what I want, because I want it to build up a population over here. Okay, and I believe any of the MFR machines can be turned off with a redstone signal. And I can't remember, do we have wireless redstone? We do. Wireless redstone's Chicken Bones edition. This might be the only way I can get a redstone signal up here without kind of breaking my design a little bit. Yeah, I think that would be the only option. So how do we make this stuff? Stone slabs, redstone, obsidian sticks, and I believe this requires an ender pearl somewhere along the way. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna get some of that stuff together and do a little more work on this and pretty it up a little bit as well. For example, I can put some covers here, although now that part kind of sticks out. I don't know. Okay, be back soon. Unfortunately, it looks like the sewers have picked up some mob essence, so that's something else I'm gonna have to try to figure out. I'll work on that and I'll see what I come up with. Okay, I believe I may have a solution here, and actually I forgot to set up this other tesseract here. I'm gonna put this one right here, and should we make it? No, it should be on the same frequency, I think. Now I'm not 100% sure. I guess this will be okay. So we want this one to receive fluid. And because this tank already has only mob essence on it, it should be okay. So we're going to come over here to this tesseract now. And I'm going to put a pneumatic servo on it. I'm going to make it so that it can send fluids. And for this pneumatic servo, I'm going to say whitelist mob essence. And let's hook it up and hope that does what it's supposed to do. Okay, we're back with sewage in the pipes. Making compost again. Okay, and I believe all the sewage will go into the composters. It shouldn't go anywhere else. And if it does pick up mob essence, it should send it to the Tesseract, which will send it to the mob essence tank. And now we can also go to the grinder, which outputs mob essence, and hook it up to the Tesseract. Let's see, the grinder is where? Here. So let's break the block below it. And hook up some fluid ducts. I know it doesn't matter that they're connecting, but I've got to fix it anyway. And this is becoming really messy. Okay, let's fix these connections. The only bad thing is it's letting compost go all over the system, but I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Or maybe it does. Okay, let's go ahead and do something a bit different here. Let's get rid of these. So let's not connect those two fluid ducts. Let's make it do something like that, maybe? Pneumatic servo there. Whitelist mob essence. And I don't know what's my magnet trying to get. Okay, fix the connections again. Still don't know what it's trying to pick up. There's something in here. I don't know what it was. Why is this guy not replanting? Why do you not have power? Sending fluid, receiving energy. Did I break a conduit somewhere? This guy has power. This guy has power. That guy never got power. Okay. So let's actually rebuild this a little bit here. Something like that, and then we can remove the excess. And then just cover it up. I'll do the rest later. Okay, so this should fix the problem of there being mob essence coming in, or getting stuck in the system here. Should go to the tank now. And the grinder should output mob essence here. And currently this Tesseract's not doing anything with items, so this connection right there is kind of worthless, but it's not hurting anything either. Okay, how are we doing on cows? Got a few. Alright, I'll stop recording for now and I'll be back soon. Everything seems to be working pretty well so far. Alright, so I've got a computer and some monitors here, which I'm going to be setting up here. And how do I want to do this? I haven't figured this out. I recorded a little something earlier. I don't know if I'm going to show it, but I've been messing around with the idea of making buttons on where you can like click on the advanced monitors, and might be best if I just show you. Hang on. Okay, I've got a simple demonstration program here. as you can see, it draws some buttons to the screen, and you're supposed to be able to click on them, but why did that not work? Why is page up and page down not working? Oh. Okay, yeah, this was meant to have a note block put beside it. But since there is none, let's go ahead and just take that out. Someone's making a racket next door. I hope that's not being picked up. As you can see, the buttons flash and you can make them do different things when they are clicked. And they work pretty well. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to be able to just come over here with this touchscreen and control different aspects of the farm just because I can. So now the question is, how do I want to do that exactly? One thing I've got here is this wireless receiver. And I might need some red alloy wire. Okay, so let's just put this down here. We got a lever. Okay, that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Let's try changing this to a different frequency, like 10. Let's see. Let's set that to 32, and then we will call this cow breeder. Okay, don't quite remember how this is supposed to work. Can I double click on that and... Okay, this is receiving power now. What if I remove this? It is not. Okay, so we can turn it off from anywhere in the world using this. And I want to do something kind of like that, and I'm not sure how many different things I want to do, but we can also make this bundled cable, which we might need, depending on how many of these I want to, how many different signals I want to have. I should probably cover up those. I probably should have covered them up a long time ago. Because now I don't think I can. Oh. Come on, move. There we go. Actually might want to do the inside first. Did I crash? Yep. I'm dead. Okay, I've got most of the code in, and currently I just have buttons for the breeder, and I got one labeled compost. I'm not quite sure what exactly it's going to control. Click the button, it switches the state. Currently doesn't do anything, so let's go ahead and fix that. Oh, the grinder just killed some cows. I just switched over to Chronotyper a few minutes ago. I always forget there's a wall there because that clear glass is so clear. Okay, so we did get some more beef and leather. I put in one stack exactly of each. And I can only assume the mob essence went into the tank over there. Okay, so not really sure if I should explain this code. These constants here, these two, are the names of the buttons, and they're how we have to refer to the buttons. The next two variables are just the computer's way of remembering what state it's supposed to be in. Got a monitor, add 2 buttons here, draw the buttons to the monitor. Got a couple functions for drawing the on and off. And I apparently have an unwanted guest. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I had a Jack Russell Terrier at my door that wanted to be let outside. And you might be able to guess, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but my record key is numpad asterisk. And that's a pretty good key, not many things use it. Just have to be careful if I'm trying to find out what, I don't know, 64 times 1,000 is. Okay, so what were we trying to do? Alright, so we got the program flipping the states here, but we need it to do more than that. So okay, I think that will work. And let's go ahead and do something similar here. Okay, so now if I flip this, it's now sending a redstone signal over here, and it has stopped the breeder. And if I push the button again, it's running again. Very nice. So if for whatever reason I want to shut the system off suddenly, I can do that. And I may also want to set it up so that it's possible for other things to shut off the system. So for example, maybe I'd want to have some red alloy wire here, and here it is. Put this back here now. I could turn it off from here, or I could potentially turn it off from somewhere else at the same time. But then the computer wouldn't know about it. So that's the only bad thing. Okay, when I created a button called Compost, what I'm kind of thinking is, I wonder if there's a way to, for example, just shut off these composters altogether, and maybe also have a separate switch for turning off the wheat farm. Now, this is all totally kind of pointless in a way. I mean, there's not really any reason that you would want to have all this so that you could turn it on and off with a computer. I mean, just put a lever somewhere. That'd probably be the easiest way. But we're not going for easy. That would be boring. Okay, and the only reason we have such a surplus of wheat and seeds right now is because I took all the compost that we had from somewhere else and dumped it into that barrel a little while ago. Okay, so for example, if I wanted to be able to turn off the composters, I would need something to send a redstone signal down here. We could need more red alloy wire. Wait, is this never connected? Let's try that. Okay, now that worked. So we can turn off the composters. I wonder what the best way to do that would be. Guess I might want to go with wireless for that as well. And then we could also have something to turn off these machines. And I wonder if you can put red alloy wire on a facade. We should test that out. You can. Okay, so we could do something like that. And the planter, I guess we could leave on. I mean, if it doesn't have anywhere to put stuff, it's not going to do anything. So for these, we could just do something like that. And let's actually make sure that this is set to always on. We could do something like that. Okay, and let's go ahead and add another button for the farms. There we go, that looks pretty good. So now if we click that, it sent the redstone signal here, and now the harvester is idle, and the fertilizer is idle. Nice. Okay, one more thing I'd like to do is make it so that there's a color associated with on and off. So let's go ahead and do that. That should be pretty easy to do. Okay, and maybe we should also change the color a little bit just so that it doesn't look like a button. So instead of green, how about yellow? I think that looks okay. It's a little hard to read. I wonder how blue would look. There we go, that looks pretty good. Okay, and how did I end up with only one cow here? What in the world happened? Is that grinder? Wait, are they down below somehow? How are cows falling down below? Or are they down there? There should be a lot more adults in there. But somewhere they are falling. I'm not really sure where. Okay, now we have 2 adults here, but that's only because I turned the chronotyper around. Got a lot of mob essence. What? Did you actually take damage? Both of these cows have taken damage. I don't understand what's going wrong. Did the chronotyper do something weird? Okay, well, I think I've probably done about enough on this episode as it is. I'll go ahead and get another wireless receiver and transmitter in to control the composters. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I play Minecraft and some other games. I play classic Sonic games if anyone's into that. And don't forget to leave a like or a dislike. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.